Hello everyone, I'm back with another episode of Nrityavana Talk series. Our today's guest is Soumya Agastya, who is a core member of Natak. Natak was started in the year 1995 and today it is United States' largest Indian theatre group. Today's play, Buddha, is based on Gautam Buddha's life. It is written and directed by Sujit Saraf. Soumya is the producer of this play and also plays the role of an art director and dance director. So that's the part that we are going to interview her about and get to know more the dance aspect in a musical. Hello Soumya, welcome to Nrityavana Talk series. And today I witnessed the Buddha show by Natak, which Soumya has directed, dance directed, and art directed, and it was really very beautiful. Now that I've seen this work, I really have so many questions. First of all, starting what is kind of your dance training and what is your earliest memory of dance?
My earliest memory of dance is, I think, right from 3 years old or 4 years old, I used to love dance. And I used to watch a lot of dances and also probably dance around. So my mom, she put me in Bharatanatyam training. So I've trained all of school in Bharatanatyam. And later on also pursued, when I came here to do my master's, I pursued in a local dance school. I continued my Bharatanatyam. So I did learn 3 styles of Bharatanatyam.
Okay.
So I did Kala Mandalam and then Tanjavur and one more style which is not Kalakshetra, they call it. It's not that popular, but yeah.
That's a lot of variations and a lot of school of dances. That's interesting. And so, how did you bridge the gap from dance to theater?
So theatre, we've been doing this, Natak has been doing this for all 26 years now. They started in 1996. And I came here to the Bay Area in 97 and since then I've been involved with Natak as well. So Sujit and Harish, who's my husband, they actually been doing this for the last 25 years. So I kind of got into Natak and then I've been doing a lot of the production design for Natak since then. I've been involved in a lot of the plays. So watching theatre, also doing a lot of the back end work, which is, set design, costumes, props, the whole thing. So that's why I'm producer for this play, because of the experience that comes in it, along with, of course, the dance. So it kind of merged well for this play, thereby doing the, production as well as the dance.
I'm sure that there's no one thing that you can pick on when it's a theater and a musical. There are so many things to do with everything, and everybody has to put on multiple hats. So I guess you're doing that at Natak and presenting such treats for our visual. It's really beautiful. So coming back to this play, and I know that you have directed earlier Mahabharat, Gandhi for Natak. Those were also musicals. So produced, dance directed, yeah. Sujit, okay.
He owns the whole direction. But from a dance point of view, yes. So I have owned the dance direction for Mahabharat and Gandhi and Buddha. But I also produced 7 musicals, right from Amavasya and Vrindavans, all through.
That's a great feat of work. And so how would you say that Buddha is different from Gandhi and the Mahabharata?
So in Buddha, let me just go one by one, right? So Buddha, with respect to Gandhi, I feel Buddha, we have a lot more dance in this play. There is 65 to 70% of music and dance, which is so a lot more. You would see that the dance plays a role of storytelling. It comes in to fill the gap of the history of how from Shuddhodhan all the way to Buddha, right? How he was married, he had a kid, and then he got confused, and then he left, and he got converted into Buddhism. All of that is shown through dance, right? We saw the transitions and costumes, and similarly till his end, right? When he died, before he died, he wanted to tell his disciples how he would be cremated.
Right.
So that also the visualization we try to do in dance, right? So similarly, a lot of his stories which need to go forward are done in dance, and depiction of the cities that he traveled, and his emotions, right? Because in one scene, of course, he himself depicted the confusion that he had and tortured himself, but the rest of it also continued with the dance as well.
Exactly.
So in Gandhi, it was a little bit more broken, I would say. It was not as integrated as this. It was more, walking through the phase of his life in more acting was there. So that's one difference. Mahabharat also was kind of similar to this, where there was a lot of dance, and we depicted most of the wars in dance.
Okay.
So all the wars, whether even the Chakravyu, which was actually very powerful, we did it in Bharatnatyam. And we also had Kathak and Jugalbandi and all of that. So I think most of the powerful moments were taken by dance. And even in Gandhi, I should say, some of the scenes like the Bhagat Singh hanging of him, as well as some of the, and all the Jallianwala Bagh. So those were all depicted in dance as well.
So like in Gandhi, you mentioned that like all the expression heavy part, like all the emotion heavy part was dance used, and in Buddha you use dance to show the time lapses and time leaps. So like what is it that makes like dance so beautifully integrated into like a play, and like what is the why is a musical more different from like a theater, like just
So in a traditional play, you will have a lot of verbiage, right? So the actor has to emote and also speak those lines. In this play, as you saw, it was all in rhyme format. Right? Already,
Yeah.
so the monks and also the other the people and the kings were all speaking the lines which were in rhyme format.
Right.
And there's only so much you can do in terms of depiction, in terms of understanding by the audience, right?
Right.
But in this play, Sujit himself had put in a lot of the songs which will take the story forward. So that was mostly, I'll give the credit to Sujit for having put in,
Yeah.
these songs as a playwright.
Right.
And so from a dance point of view, it was not only we danced to the emotions and the storytelling aspect in the songs, but we also inserted ourselves in certain other locations where he was,
Right.
speaking as well. So there is a difference, because certain things like building a city or certain abstract stuff is very hard to speak it.
right.
Speak the emotion.
Yeah.
It cannot, in how much ever you try. But in dance, we have these mudras, the gestures,
Right.
which kind of, it's like sign language,
Yeah.
right? So you can speak more in one gesture, right?
Yeah.
Because, so that's what we are trying to, show through dance. And I
Yeah.
think dance is very powerful that way.
Yeah.
Where you can speak more
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
visually, as opposed to just speaking certain words.
Correct. At Nrityavana, we always say that like dance is the language that many people can understand, even though we won't speak the same verbal language. And so basically, you are saying that dance is allowing through musicals to convey more things than what would a theater, just a verbal theater would have been.
And a lot of
and especially in an outdoor setting.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry to cut you there.
No. I just wanted to add to that same sentence that you were saying, that a lot of people who come here may not be such fluent in Hindi.
Yeah.
And also you see people coming from different aspects, different language.
Yeah.
Speaking themselves from different languages.
Right.
So even people who speak good Hindi may not be able to understand some of these complicated words that are there in the script,
Right,
right?
yeah.
So even that time, the dance actually, helps.
Correct.
That's all I want to say.
Yeah. So there are two questions in the closing that we ask everybody in a Nrityavana interview. So I would say why do you think dance diversity is important? And even in today's play, we saw in the conclusion all the three dancers presented their styles. So as a choreographer, as a dancer, why do you think dance diversity is important?
See, dance diversity is very important, because every sect of people, wherever they're coming from, are using different gestures and different styles. Some of the styles, like I'm just going to pick up on Bharatnatyam versus Odissi, right? Bharatnatyam is a very strong dance. It's very strong. You have that power. It's
Yeah.
a very powerful dance.
Right.
It's not martial arts, but it's also very powerful.
Right.
Whereas if you see Odissi, it's very flowy. So we put the Odissi in some of the rain songs, as you saw in one of the songs where we moved from Bharatnatyam to Odissi and then back to Bharatnatyam for the fastness. And Kuchipudi also has a little bit of nice, swaying kind of motion, but though being a little bit strong but flexible. So every dance, I feel, brings in a different aspect of its gestures, the movements. And Mohiniyattam, where we showed, and Kathak, they are very Kathak, for example, is also very powerful in terms of the footwork and then the turns and the twirls, right?
Right.
So they bring a different aspect of not just visualization, but also the feeling, the emotion.
Yeah.
Right? So I feel that the diversity is extremely important. And here we put in 4 styles, at a high level. even though there are 6 classical dance forms. And in fact, one of the guys who, if you saw one of the
Yes,
dance,
very
he
athletic,
actually,
yeah.
very athletic. And his form is more like a martial art, like Kalari Paita, which is a Kerala form.
Right.
So he had done some workshops and he did that. So you saw that the different power that it
Yes.
brought to that song.
Yes.
And it was a very, very slow song, but it was very strong when you saw
Exactly.
the 3 of them perform.
Yes.
So I think the diversity is very, very valuable in terms of the emotions and the gestures and the flexibility or the strength that it brings to the table.
Right, yeah. Thank you for answering that. And my last question would be, how would you define dance?
Dance is, I think, is Om. It's everything. I think it encompasses everything from emotion to the well-being to, I think all the emotions is controlled in one. I would say dance is Om.
That's the first that I've heard, and it's a beautiful definition. And thank you so much for taking this time out. I know your schedule is very busy, and I see your team is wrapping up things. And sorry for having you keep with us, but yeah, thank you for taking this time.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Natak has 3 more shows coming up for Buddha the Musical in the area of San Jose, California. It's happening on 19 September, 25th and 26th September. If you're interested, and which I highly recommend that you do go and watch the show, you can get the tickets on their website. If you enjoyed this conversation with Soumya on the topic of dance, do let us know in the comments box below. If you want to see many such interesting discussions on the topic of dance, or you want to see more of our dance projects, do subscribe to our channel and don't forget to press that bell icon because you'll get a notification every time we upload a new video. Thank you.